is loose, and we're gonna do a pick a card today. This is gonna be a pick a pile or pick an object. Just set an intention for the best messages of most clarity from your higher self to come through. And we're gonna get started in just a second. As we tap in, tune in, take your time to choose. We have here Lord Ganesh for pile 1. We have here Goddess Cuatlicue for pile 2. And we have here the jar of crystals for pile 3. The timestamps are going to be on the description box. See you in your pile. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose Lord Ganesh, this is your reading. There's a thing here of you're really wanting to connect right now. If you were like in a hermit mode or in a space where you just wanted to be by yourself, pondering upon life, reflecting on your own shadow work or on your own achievements, even, you're not going into a stage where you are going to be more in community. There's also a sense of like you are like in the process of planning a celebration. For a lot of you, you're gonna be going to a party. Some are just public, to a show perhaps. Some of you are just gonna be gathering with friends. But there's also a sense of like a little bit of hesitation from your part. I feel this is from your part. There's a little bit of miscommunication here with the Ace of Swords reversed. But you still want to, do this. You still want to go celebrate or go gather. But what's coming through really is you may be going through a period where you are just focusing too much on shadow work right now. You might be ignoring your passions, or you might just be letting something pass by, just go past you without really addressing it. There's a sense of like self-doubt with the moon in reverse. So maybe like you're going through a period where you're going to be addressing some things with either community or with either just people that you are connecting with right now. What else is coming through? Yeah, you might be taking some decisions or are about to take some decisions that are sort of like not so conscious with the moon in reverse. And this may be, if this is financial, just watch what you're spending on, that you're not making emotional buys. Just like, emotional spending, that's what's coming through. Yeah, there's something that maybe went wrong in this area of your life before, and now you're kind of not being in a state where you want to communicate a lot. Maybe you're what I'm hearing is you're kind of letting pride win over and not really addressing the, for example, let's say this is money that you did spend badly on something, that you did fudged up a little bit. So there's a sense of like you don't really want to communicate this or admit this. with the Ace of Swords. But I feel like you're gonna get through it and you're gonna be able to communicate this or express this with people that you really trust soon. What else is coming through, Spirit? If this is about relationships, you're not being able to go past your pride with a person. You're not being able to say sorry about something, or yeah, you're just basing it more on logic than your own intuition. You know, when you should be just looking more into your intuition as of now. Let's pull a card for you. Scorpion. So this might be something, yeah, there might be some like resentment or sense of vengeance here with the miscommunication and the Scorpion, either from coming from someone that you haven't even seen, I'm feeling, in a while probably, or you are the one like trying to reach back to, like, this past someone that actually hurt you. And Spirit is saying, like, try to think about things and plan better before you kind of reach out to someone that you might regret doing so. Yeah, you might regret doing it later. You are going to gather. If you're just craving human contact right now, you are going to have that, but it doesn't have to be with things or past friend groups, for example. um, yeah, let me see what else is coming through. Let's get you a card from the Spiritual Whisper. Okay. There is a potential getaway. Some of you might be retreating soon with friends, with truly your friends. Okay, I'm gonna say right now, like, really, really pay attention and watch and feel. Don't ignore your intuition and your gut feeling who you are retreating with right now, because that's gonna be a very beautiful thing. But think about, maybe just past experiences that you've learned from, lessons from, and watch who you're going to gather with or giving your time and your trust right now. Say this is a family gathering. Don't just go to a party because you feel obligated to. If you want to celebrate some sort of holiday, for example, think really about, okay, how does this person make me feel? How do these people make me feel? Because I feel like you are craving community and people right now. If you haven't been out, and you might just go anywhere with anyone, and this is the time to really think about it, and maybe don't feel guilty if you have to communicate things. Okay, if you have to say no, if you have to be like, okay, let me think about it, not just letting yourself be convinced right away of, maybe this is romantic and you're trying to decide on a date, if you're going to go on a date with someone or not, but this feels more like a group kind of thing. Okay, so let's read the Scorpion. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpion's heat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. When in balance, wild and free, fierce. When out of balance, jealous, resentful, unresolved. To bring into balance, honesty and forgiveness. Yeah, this might be there might be some cords you need to cut. Let me say that. Here with the moon in reverse, you're gonna know. But just don't try to be like, no, like everyone is good. Like, I don't think they're resenting me. I don't think they're throwing me the evil eye. No, I don't see them doing that. You really need to tap into your intuition and pay attention. Like, a lot of you even dream about this. this person that is kind of feeling resentful towards you. So maybe just think about someone that you left something unresolved with, that you didn't really communicate how you were feeling. Maybe this is you. If this is not someone else, this is you. And you're feeling a lot of hurt right now, and you're trying to ignore it, but it's coming up. Okay, it's coming up. And maybe you need to release it by talking to someone, by talking to your friends, maybe asking for advice of how to communicate this. If you really want to reach out to the person that you never confronted, for example, you can ask for advice, you can ask for help on how to do that. If you don't feel safe, if this is an ex or something, you can write a letter. We have the internet today. So there's no need for you to, obligate, force yourself to meet with someone when you don't feel safe. You can just write them an email. Fortunately, we have those methods today. But let's read the potential getaway. Because I feel like something that's coming for you that you really need to, release some stress that is going to benefit you is actually this getaway that you got here. So let's read about it. A new course or route is coming into your awareness. It's time to utilize your knowledge and complete the task at hand. As you finish one aspect of your life, begin thinking about what you would like to do next. This is part of your life's journey. You are constantly shifting and developing. You might feel contentment, fulfillment, and pride because you have accomplished something. You may feel contentment, fulfillment, and pride. Okay. Yeah, so I think some of you need to appreciate what you have done. Yeah, because I feel like maybe there was a situation, okay, this is for some of you, somebody didn't give you the credit that you deserve, they didn't communicate it. And now it's happening. And maybe that wasn't their intention. And maybe now you're gonna get to hear that from them, from people that actually care about you. And you might get rid of this feeling, of like the scorpion, of feeling like burned or left out or rejected or, betrayed, all of that. And you're going to be feeling content after this happens. Or even if this is not with anyone, you might want to do a letter to yourself and burn it. That's an example of a ritual that you can do, because you have the moon in reverse. Like, it's like you're not really acknowledging here with the moon in reverse when there's still some pain you're holding on to. So maybe you would benefit from writing a letter to yourself of things that have hurt you lately, or things that really stain you in the past years, but you weren't able to tell anyone much about it or to release it. There is productivity and a reward as a bonus for your efforts. The good fortune you realize is evidence that you are putting sufficient energy into your life's journey to get out of it all you desire. Yeah, this looks really good here with the potential getaway. Like, it feels like you're going to be going to kind of like a sanctuary soon. And this might be like mental too. This might be like you opening your heart, opening your heart and really realizing that you can overcome whatever was blocking you, whatever you thought that you deserve that is not making you happy right now. Whatever guilt trip someone implanted on you, I'm hearing they implanted some kind of guilt trip, even like if they didn't say it, that's the energy you're feeling from. You're gonna be getting away from that energy. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, like if you're a big person, you're a big meditation person, you can easily do this without doing anything that I just mentioned. You don't have to do any of that. You just have to visualize and feel it on your meditation. That's another option for you. Let's see. Yeah, because there must be I feel like it's more on somebody else's part. They are feeling kind of jealous, and there was miscommunication, And also, if this is about your career, don't make a decision to choose a career or a job because you just don't want to feel stuck and you want to move on. You're based out of fear. Don't do that decision right now. Maybe take some time. If it's something you need because you're in like a survival mode, you know nothing to be ashamed of. Most of the system that we're in today, it does force us to move into a job that we probably won't like, you know and nothing to be ashamed of. But I feel like even if you're grinding it most of your days, you can still find time for your passions, and to gather with your loved ones. Okay, and do that, because I think that, okay, this is coming through. Yeah, okay, yeah. A lo mejor alguien les está tirando mal de ojo. I'm just gonna say it, okay? There may be some evil eye implanted on you right now, and Spirit is asking you to focus on what you want next. Maybe taking a mini vacation or something like that. Maybe tapping into more of your ritual, because you're kind of disconnected or dissociated from that right now with the moon in reverse. So that might be something that you want to do. And even if this isn't like that, even if this is like, for example, at your job, someone's just feeling competitive against you here with Scorpion, you have the ability to transmute that, you know, because you have your sanctuary, and this could be a mind sanctuary. You have where to go, you have your altar to go to, or you have your friends to go to. You have all these resources that, if someone doesn't have these, sometimes they just feel really intimidated, okay, against people who do have them. And instead of focusing on how to get these things and being inspired by others, they just really, it's easier to put all of their anger against someone else that does have these things. I'm just gonna say that. And let's get your affirmation, because I feel like the focus is more on the potential getaway, on you recognizing that you have done well and that you don't have to feel guilty for taking somebody else's position, for example, for your receiving some sort of prize or bonus at work, like it said, some bonus. Maybe some of you are getting like, raises at your job. Yeah, there's no need to feel that. Let's get your affirmation, like I said. Just celebration, with the Three of Cups here. All of your things that you have achieved, like this card says, all of the things that you have done well and that you maybe have been ignoring because you don't want unwanted bad attention. But just let it shine, let it shine, because you're kind of hiding those things, and that way you don't fully receive what's coming. Let it shine like the moon. Don't hide this, okay? Don't turn it down so people won't see it because you're afraid. Okay, what do we have here? I honor my wound by leaning into its pain and recognizing the role it's played in my becoming. I honor my wound by leaning into its pain and recognizing the role it's played in my becoming. Okay, yes, leaning to what has made you to want to dim your light down. Is this because of others, attacking you? And try to recognize that pain. Don't ignore it here with the moon in reverse. Don't ignore it. And if you need to communicate these things to others, do so. You are supported. I allow my story to unfold. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Allow this story that has represented you, and you have identified with, to be expressed, to be let out, maybe with somebody else, maybe with a therapist, it could be either or. Writing the letter to yourself, like I said. Let the elements take it, let the air take it, bury it, burn it, put it in some water and then bury it. You name it. You might want to be working with water, so another thing to do is let it wet it on a wall and then bury the water. There's a water energy here too. If your sign, you have a placement on Scorpio, you have that water energy to do rituals with water, okay? So that's a recommendation only, because then you won't feel as burned. That's what I'm saying. There's a feeling of like you need to let this water of emotional fluidity turn off that fire that made you feel burned, or that you have felt because of other people feeling burned, supposedly because of you. So there's that. And yeah, focus on this, okay? And on celebrating in this journey the things that you have done, and moving forward, okay? That's all I have for you. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 2. If you chose Cuatlicue Goddess, this is your reading. And so the first thing I'm hearing is you're transitioning right now. You're leaving some things behind now. Leaving some relationships behind now. You're like saying, to heck with it. To hell with it. And leaving. Okay? You're being here with the King of Swords in reversed. This is about being so unconventional in many areas of your life. Romantically, financially, having a job that is not so common out there. You might be taking a ride on a new journey, on a new venture, to being an entrepreneur, to launching your own business. To launching your own business. You might be in a situation where you're just recovering financially as well. You're making better decisions, you're thinking about things better, and you're just I think you're feeling a little bit more sure of yourself. You're feeling a little bit more secure, and you're realizing that not everything has to be logical. For example, not everything has to be super strictly rigid when creating a business. Spirit is asking you right now to really focus on your intuition and the abilities that you have. You might have like this sense of, this doesn't look normal to people, okay? And this is your power right now. You're like turning to a point in your life where you're like, to heck with it, to heck with it. And you're like, I really believe in myself, Some of you are having like a spiritual business, like anything that has to do with different healing modalities, Reiki, energy cleansings, limpias, plant medicine cleansings, retreats, things like that. And also, like you're really accessing to a point, you're like accessing your Akashic records right now. That's what I'm hearing for you too. It feels so powerful here with the High Priestess. It feels so powerful. Like you are really advancing in a point right now, and this might freak out some people a little bit. They're not comfortable with this version of you. And Spirit is saying, like, keep your financial situation private for now. Just for now, for some period of time, okay? What else? Maybe you don't really need to. Maybe you are not right now in a stage of your life where you want to be with someone, okay, romantically. And if you are kind of feeling lonely right now, this is a period of your time where you have to go through this alone. And this is more like, yes, feeling patience in regards to romantic love. And if you are in a relationship, I feel like you're feeling more patient with your loved one, and you're not feeling the pressure anymore of conventional things. Here with the King of Swords, you're not feeling the pressure, for example, to get married, or to live with someone. Maybe you're fine living separately from your loved one for now. Like, you don't need those things that are more like expectations of society or your family, who knows, and that's what's coming through. Also, yeah, just focusing more on your intuition than your intellect right now. If you're launching something, okay, if you're moving homes as well, focusing on what is your intuition really telling you that you desire, that you deserve, okay? What is it telling you? Yeah, because that's gonna be of great help, more than you thinking very intellectually right now to move forward in life. And here with the Four of Wands reverse, there might be some conflicts because of that, in your relationships. Maybe this is a conflict going on your workplace. Maybe this is you not feeling, like at home where you're right now. Maybe you don't feel at home. You feel unwelcomed if you live with roommates. That's what I'm hearing. You feel like you could be more welcome somewhere else, okay? You're taking it right, like, I'm out of here. Because maybe you don't feel like at home anymore, and you're realizing that and transitioning to leaving things behind, like I said. And you're able to really find a new home or a new community here with the Four of Wands. And it's gonna be such a joy for you to feel that, and for you to be yourself, and to be okay with being barefoot outside if you want to be barefoot outside, and not be embarrassed, and not be shamed by others, or not be guilt tripped, or to not be, I feel like you've had your whole life, you have been feeling like people pointed fingers at you. Especially, I'm hearing for some of you, okay? Take this if it resonates. You have been judged by religious people, and they're in your family, and they are around you sometimes. You're leaving that behind. You don't care anymore if people think you're evil because you want to be out there in nature, or because whatever you do, these unconventional businesses or careers, you're really powerful and intuitive, and you were born to do this. Yeah, I feel like a sense of joy. Like, I just want to laugh, and I just want to like own it, and yes, own it. Own this light that has come to you, and really take responsibility, for being extra sensitive or extra intuitive, or just having visions of the future. Maybe you really feel other people don't feel crazy anymore if you hear people's thoughts, if you feel when they're sick, or if you feel when they have an angel, if you can see their aura or their angels or loved ones around them. Don't feel scared. That's what I'm hearing. Like, really own it. Also, when I say unconventional things romantically in relationships, you might just I feel like a lot of you are in a point where either you are in a relationship or you're going to be, But you gotta be patient and have this kind of slow love, slow love with this person, because this is a special one, okay? This might be your forever one. And to really nurture that, and if you are someone, and if they are someone who, for example, do want to, have a more of a, like a public union, you might be someone who just doesn't want to marry in a church, like I said. There's things that you're not gonna be agreeing with just because of traditions of family or friends or whoever. You might just want to, celebrate in a forest with your friends, celebration of the union of you and your loved one. This might just be something really different of what you're expected to do. Just trust that vision and that intuition, because I think this is coming. There's something that's going to be celebrated here, and you're going to gather. You might come from group 1. There's something similar to that, or that's coming through a lot in the collective, probably. Let's get your other cards. And the first thing I want to read is a moth. So let's read that. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we are attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practicing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. When in balance, enthusiastic, and when simple. To balance the moth energy is to finish some sort of project. So something like maybe you're someone that has been doubting if to do spiritual work. Right now with the High Priestess, this is saying like, of course, yes, please do it. You will be doing a great favor to the collective, to others, if you want to do energy cleansings, anything that has to do with like nature. Maybe you do herbal tinctures or something like that as well. Your friends and your loved ones are really going to appreciate it. Trust the divine and trust your ancestors. Let's read this assurance card. Remain steady and be assured that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You might be seeing small signs that things, situations, and desires are just beginning to fall into place. Your focus and skills are intact. You will feel motivated in work areas and therefore make good inroads on your usual work. New ways of dealing with things will occur to you. Fresh perspectives will appear, and as a result, your life will move towards harmony and balance. Trust yourself. You have everything you need. Yes, I'm hearing trust. Okay, trust. If you want to start a business, you giving people Akashic Records readings, or if you want to start your own business of you reading, the zodiac to your friends or something, or like to your community. This is saying go ahead and do it. and trust, and you're gonna receive the abundance, because that abundance is included in harmony and harmonious lifestyle, right? And that's gonna be a real help to yourself, also to your personal like self-doubt that you might be feeling. Just take that step and move away, from whoever is telling you to just follow conventional lifestyle. Or if you don't get married and live with your partner before even being intimate with them, you're going to hell. Kinda, I'm hearing that's what you've been told, okay? That's what this group has been told by their own families too, so that sucks. But here with the assurance, you can have that assurance, okay? That you're gonna have everything you need, like it says. And as long as you focus on your skills, and your skills are very intuitive, more than like logical or intellectual. So you might be someone that wants to co-create and co-manage a business, I'm feeling. You're going to be the one that does your art, that does your energy evaluations. That's how I call it. When you help someone else evaluate and filter out energy and frequency, because you're so perceptive about that, okay? You're gonna be able to, for example, be like, no, this person is just trying to, take all the money and not really work in a team, so don't hire this person. You're kind of that energy, okay, that I'm feeling in the group of this harmonious environment that you're gonna be part of, okay? So let's get your affirmation. And I'm hearing like you're like a moth, group 2. Yes, you're like a moth. And sometimes things call you because they're so shiny, like it says, and then you get misleaded, and you've gotten misleaded in the past. But now you can trust that it's okay too. Now that you know how to filter energies better, like you can rest assured that you're going to be fine in your decisions. Okay, it says, I extend kindness and understanding towards the parts of me that I judge as shameful or negative. I extend kindness and understanding towards the parts of me that I judge as shameful or negative. Yeah, I'm feeling like you have been judged, as the people have shamed you for your abilities before your psychic abilities. You're really psychic, okay, group number 2. You deserve to be treated with kindness. Yeah. And be assured that you can release. Be assured that you can release that guilt trip, leave that behind, and be able to focus on your skills being seen like as a gift, being seen as a gift, as the light that your inner moth is gonna follow now, the light of others too, of their gifts, and you're gonna feel more at home in that group, and you're gonna celebrate. All of you are gonna celebrate that you have those gifts, okay? And anything that you've judged on others as shameful or negative, just be aware. Be aware, or where have you done that? And reflect on that simply, and just release it. Because then when you forgive yourself as well, you're gonna be able to just go through anything, through any obstacles, and releasing whatever projections people are putting on you. And remember to be kind to everyone, Always remember that you can be yourself, and never think because someone has done you wrong that you should be a bitch to them, basically. And just hold yourself high, like the high priestess that you are, okay? You are so graceful, group number 2. You also have to remember how to put boundaries with a graceful way of communicating it, like it says right here, with kindness. And that's all I have for you. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 3. If you chose this jar of cristalitos, this is your reading. And right away, the energy here for you is you're going you're going on a quest, okay? This quest might be not you literally traveling, but for a lot of you, it is. You're going on a mini vacation, or you're wondering if you should take one, if you deserve one. You do. Okay, this is your confirmation. You do, and you should. And for a lot of you, this is going to be you going alone. For a lot of you, I feel like this is after a breakup, a romantic breakup, okay? A lot of romantic relationships is coming up for the collective right now. I don't know what part of the hemisphere y'all are at, but I feel like, winter arriving, at least in this part of the world, is sort of like a time where you're letting things die, or you're realizing, or you don't have that much patience and excitement anymore to keep things going that are already broken. Okay, some of you might be just leaving things behind right now mentally, because these are swords, and you're preparing to talk to the person, soon. But here with the Ace of Cups, something really exciting and new is coming, and I see your creativity really sparking because of this, because you're making space for that. Some of you are just leaving a home or a job too, and you're prepared. You're prepared, like, to go on this venture. If this is you going alone, don't worry about your safety. You're gonna be safe. That's what Spirit's saying. If you're someone that always travels with groups or with someone else, and this is new, don't worry. This is gonna be a new thing that's gonna help you realize some new things, exactly, to open some new things that are gonna be like creative ideas for a business, for example, or you writing part of your book, if you're writing a book. Because I also want to say, since this is on reversed as well, it might be like you're feeling a creative block right now, and you're about to release and you need this journey in order for you to do that, to connect with your intuition, just to practice some self-love. Okay, if you have to leave something behind, maybe you have to quit a job to go take this getaway, maybe you've saved up to do this for a while, you saved up some money. Because I feel like there's some things that you've been repressing emotionally, okay, and you were feeling a little trapped here with the Six of Swords, but now you're feeling released. You're feeling a little bit more free, and I feel like you're in that part of the stage of grief where you're moving on. You're just taking a departure, and that's okay. Okay, don't feel weird or bad because you moved on too quickly than before, than you used to, or something like that, or you moved on quicker than some people. This might even be like not even romantic, maybe it's just relationships that broke down, and that will really help you, because you're going to be finding stability again, even in financially. Like I said, this is gonna open doors for you to like plan your new business plan, organize your finances. Maybe you just need to go do this at the lake, write about your finances, like what do you want to do, what is this new business that you want to launch, or something like that. And you can relax, this is a time to relax here with the Four of Swords. And for you to relax, maybe you're gonna need to forget about money. If you're someone that's really likes to plan for money, or really thinks ahead for the future, maybe some of you need to forget and throw away that finances notebook. And this is for another portion of you, okay? You're gonna need to forget about that, and you're planning where you're gonna live, and you're planning what schools you're gonna apply to, and really just relax, and maybe think of things that are just like things that you like doing, creative things. Maybe that means you painting, just painting, and having this creative block here with the Ace of Swords in reverse to really open up, and really you finding it and being like, wow, this is beautiful. Like, how did I not see this before? That's the energy I'm feeling. Like, how didn't I see this? Because you weren't relaxed enough. You just weren't like grounded enough. I feel you do need to ground. Group number 3, and that's gonna come with relaxation. And if you don't have access to this, of course you can just relax in your bed. Just do something that you haven't done before. That's what I'm hearing. The Ace of Cups is like new things, new creative things. So maybe you might want to like put a candle by your bed, by your shower, even by your bath, and just do that. And maybe not think about love life right now. This is more about like, okay, what is that I do like to do, you know, my inner abilities, my passions, and forget about the love life for now. And yeah, because with the Six of Swords too, it tells me that you are leaving something behind, or you're going to about to, and this is about to happen, and you're struggling with it big time. Sorry for you, and I'm not saying that you should hurry up with your grief process. Like, of course, take your time, but this might be part of the grief process, you know, for you to move on. And maybe you're just going like this dude in a boat and crying yourself until you feel satisfied. You know, like, there's nothing wrong with grief, you know. It's gonna open pathways in your neural pathways as well, for you to be able to tap into that creativity later that is going to sort of like, yes, distract you, take you away from it a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that either, you know. There's nothing wrong with you if you're one of these 50% of the people that just already grieved it and are just moving on. Don't feel like you're not empathic enough. I feel like you're feeling that, and just know that if you were worrying about your finances, if you were feeling like you haven't been doing great saving up or something, you're finding your stability again here with the Six of Swords. Okay, you're gonna be finding your way back to that, and that's because you left some things behind, either a stressful job or a stressful situation or a toxic home. That's going to be happening. And maybe some of you, like I said, are grieving someone and you're feeling like this separation anxiety here, but that's going to be resolved too. You know, you're going to be able to move on by distancing yourself. But let's get your other cards. Okay, Spirit, what else for group number 3? Okay, ideal course of action, put that there. Okay, let's get your animal card too. I feel like you already realized, you know, that the next step is to go, just to move away. And this came a lot in group number 2 as well. So maybe you want to check out other groups. Sometimes a lot of groups, or more than one group, resonate, you know, with different areas of your life. Let's get this one. The Serpent. Okay. I'm feeling, a lot of like water energy. Maybe some of you live by the beach. Or some of you want to move, change homes to the ocean. And that's coming, okay? That's coming. I'm excited for you because all of your efforts are going to be really given to fruition. Gonna give you the fruition that you've been waiting for. Let's see, 37. Ideal course of action. It is easy to be overwhelmed in the planning of a new endeavor. Simplify your plans. Clearly envisage what you would like to accomplish and find ways to ensure that you can stay on path. Eliminate self-sabotage or other behavior that might derail you. self-sabotage of going back to a toxic situation, people, place, and yes, and anything that might make you doubt where you want to take this to, where you want to take it. Okay, do you want to take it to a similar place where you are right now? Do you want to, because of that, some things are for sure in this situation, you are moving to somewhere else. There's no option of like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here. I think it's the best option. I'd rather just stay here after all. No, there's something that's gonna be left behind, and that's very clear on your reading group number 3. If you're coming to, like, if you're having a hard time coming to terms with this, then I will take this time away to really accept things, and grieve over it. But yes, determine what you desire next. Do this through daydreaming and visualizing what delights and inspires you. Trust that this is an important phase that is necessary to maintain alignment and clarity. Okay, so yeah, to maintain alignment and your clarity and really know your course of action, there's that need of just cutting a lot of things. Maybe this might be, bad food that you have been eating, toxic mentality, self-sabotage, imposter syndrome about something, about this creative block right here with the Ace Cups in reverse of things that you want to start, but you feel like you don't have enough ideas, to run it or to get it going. But let's read the serpent. See, serpent. With the ether element here. So daydreaming about it, like it says right here, daydreaming about your things that you want to do in solitude. Ether element is a lot about, the ether, the dream realm as well, like the literal dream realm, but also daydreaming, envisioning, making a vision board about it, drawing about it, or writing about it. Yeah, journaling might be a great thing to do now about your dreams and your emotions as well. Healing emotional wounds, expressing desires. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. Okay, yeah, there's something about like you're not going with the current that used to push you to things that you didn't even like doing right now. You're now embarking yourself into a new journey, moving with a different current, with a different course of action that's going to allow you to spark your creativity to finally open up that center that has been shut down for quite some while. Okay, when the essence of discard is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease, and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment, and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. Yeah, you're not in a relationship that wants to control you, restrain you anymore. You're leaving that relationship behind, or you're leaving that group or situation behind, because that was really preventing you from opening. I feel like there's a sense here of, yes, like you were hiding this shiny pearl that is either your sexuality, your sensuality, or your creativity. And you were like hiding it, and now you're just opening it. There's a sense of like, now you're looking yourself in the mirror finally. How beautiful you are, how astonishing and bright your energy is. This is not just physical, this is your energy. But yes, for a lot of you, you're having like a glow up all of a sudden because you're realizing these things, and your emotions, they change your appearance. Okay, just like stress can make you grow old faster, joy and happiness and peace can reverse aging. That's what I'm hearing for you. Okay, the current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us as a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true natures. Yeah, I feel like there's a sense of like you may be afraid of going into the next stage of your life alone. Single, as a single person, but you trust that you're protected. And that, yes, like it says, like a mother, your guides and your spirit team, and your own intuition, because you have to really trust your intuition, okay? That's gonna guide you, and that's gonna keep you safe and protected. Things are changing all the time. So maybe you repeat the affirmation and mantra to yourself of like, things have changed and I am willing to change as well. So I am safe now. Now I have learned the past lessons, right? Now I have learned where to filter energy and where to really allow love to come in and not block love either, because you've learned to put a shield around yourself. Now you know how to balance and differentiate and discern. The sea serpent is the second chakra. What am I telling you? Second chakra. That's your sexual creativity, sensuality, all of that. Yeah, that's opening up. A lot of you are really great creators. You're like even inventors, I'm hearing. But a lot of you are in the arts and music. And those ideas are going to flow more if you go on this journey. If you journal alone for some time. Maybe you do have to live with people right now, okay? But you're able to love and to really let your emotions flow and journal in private, in your room without guilt of not talking to some people for a while. That's what I'm hearing. So, located deep within the pelvic bowl, this chakra is known as our center of creativity and desire, and it's associated with the water element. Swadhisthana is the name of the sacral chakra, and it translates as in her own abode, indicating this chakra is the home of the Divine Mother or Kundalini herself. Yeah, if you resonate with even like Kundalini yoga, if you were attracted to this channel, there might be some modalities that you feel attracted to already, like Kundalini yoga, like maybe researching about these ascended masters, like like Lord Ganesh, or like other mother goddesses. All of that is coming through for you, okay? We're gonna get your affirmations, finish up. What do you want them to know, Spirit? For group number 3. This one and this one. Okay. I strive to see myself fully and understand myself more deeply. Yeah, you really need to see yourself fully, the whole picture, the whole beautiful you. You can just be hiding from yourself and looking over your shoulder a little bit in the mirror just to see your profile, because that's the only part that you like, because you want to hide all of the other parts. No, you see yourself fully. You open yourself fully because you were not doing that, okay? And you see everything, and you appreciate everything. Take a moment to maybe even stare at yourself in the mirror, full body or not. Just as long as you're staring at yourself for some time, that might be a cool exercise for you, a psychological kind of energetic exercise for you to do. Thank you for existing. Yes, you barely existing. You merely existing, group number 3, is such a delight. Trust me, others think that too. That's why you have been kind of repressed a little bit, because you shine too bright, and that might scare others. I feel like you maybe were the kind of child that your parents wanted to hide because they were just afraid of people wanting to kidnap you or steal you away. And maybe you attracted romantic relationships that thought the same, and that wanted to keep you keep you like a bird in a cage, so nobody who could put their hands on you, because you were just very attractive in a sense. And maybe you learn to hide that. Maybe you learn to hide that in the way you dress, or in the way you even interact. Maybe you're so shy, but now you're allowing yourself to take space and be fully yourself and express your sensuality, in a balanced way, in a discerning way with who you share it with, of course, but you're able to do that fully. And it's a sense of feeling complete, feeling whole. That's what I'm hearing. Feeling whole, feeling safe, and feeling empowered by it. Yeah, that's what's coming through. And I gave you so much grace, for wanting to move on. And thank you so much for tuning in again and tapping into these readings. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.